walking your way down to victory lane.
What side? What do you want to go?
But the first person I wanted to talk to is Chris Ray. Chris, come on over here. We're running his final race here tonight. We'll get out from behind the race car. But Chris Hayes has also decided to hang it up, and this is his last race, and he was invited as a special guest and asked to race here tonight because of it being Fred's last race. And Chris, we wanted to take a moment and acknowledge all of your great achievements in your career as well, and we're glad to have you with us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me out. You know, it's a great night. A tribute to the best driver in Pennsylvania, as far as I'm concerned. Modern era, old era, I don't really care. Fred's a great driver, and it's just a blessing for me to be able to race with him all these years.
Well, you have a track title here, I think it was 96. You have a track title at Sealands Grove. You have 42 career 410 wins here. You have 10, I think it's 11 additional wins in the 358 sprints. You didn't do too bad yourself.
Well, no, I've had a lot of good people behind me through the whole thing, and which makes things a whole lot easier. And we probably might have had another 50 if it wasn't for this guy standing back here. We probably finished second to him probably at least 50 times. So, but it's been really nice, and I really enjoyed doing it.
I understand there might be some kayaks in the future.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's a little slow for my pace, but we'll see.
Well, we want to acknowledge your great driving career as well. Enjoyed watching you on here. You've won a lot of races. You've been one of the guys who's pushed Fred to the level that he's at. We just wanted to acknowledge you and thank you for a great career and sharing it with us.
Thank you.
And best wishes to the Hayes family. Chris Hayes, who will retire here at the end of the night as well. Now, we will tell you that Bud and Shirley Lawrence were here last night. And, of course, Fred had a win in Bud and Shirley's car here at Lincoln Speedway. 1996. He was the 1994 champion. Bob, you had a lot of great drivers in your cars, but this guy was special.
Oh, you bet he was. We had a lot of fun together. We had a lot of good times. We had a lot of wins. And I tell you, we ran here one year and we won 14 races. And about 7 or 8 races into the season, all at once I noticed when he won, people started booing. Oh, and he said, Bob, don't worry about that. That always comes when you're winning a lot.
You're absolutely right. You had some good years with Fred. He was one of the very best, obviously. Statistically, he is. But you had a lot of great... And you're still involved with racing. We see you here all the time, and we also know that you're silently supporting some teams like you always do.
Oh, yeah. Some of the fellows that work for me are racing here tonight even. And, of course, I'm always friendly with Greg Hodnick and support their team a little bit. But I had a great time with Fred. We really did. He was, well, let's see, I don't know how to say this. When he was with me, of course, he first came, he had no children. And when he left, we had 3 children. And we did. We had a lot of fun with him. We had a great time. We ran that 10-race series out in Arizona at the Canyon Raceway, and he won one out there against the Outlaws on national TV. And that was very good. Fred and Ed Stauffer flew out every, it was Friday night or what night doing out of Philadelphia. I had to ask Debbie last night how that worked out. And Lee stayed out there, and that was very nice. That was unusual, and it was a great time with Freddie and I.
Well, we're glad you were here to take part and share this tribute to Fred, and thanks so much for being with us.
Well, I'm going to miss him. I mean, I enjoyed watching him race here like all these fans did. It's going to be a shame to have him leave. I asked him last night, I said, Freddie, are you really retiring? I said, aren't you going to come back and defend the national win up there at the Grove next year? He said, Bob, that's it. I'm out of here. So I'm going to miss him. I really am. I enjoyed Lincoln. It's a great place to watch racing, and I enjoyed watching him race over the years, even when he was with or without me. So
Well, we thank you for being here. We know you're here all the time, and best wishes, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, thank you very much.
Bob Stewart, who was 69 from 1996 to 2001, and then a race in 2006. And with Al, Fred was champion in 1997, 98, 99, 2000, and 2001. And Al, you're another guy. You've had just about every great sprint car driver in your cars.
Yes, I've been blessed, and I certainly feel honored to be here tonight just to be with Fred, and the night belongs to him, and we honor him tonight. And certainly he gave me 5 years of excitement, and what else could I say? I mean, 146 races in 5 years. I mean, he was absolutely out of this world. I can't forget about tonight because he beat the Outlaws, and of course they didn't like that, so they put up the money and tore the engine down. One of Don Odd engines. They said we were illegal. So after this done, I told him, I said, you're measuring the wrong thing. You should have been measuring Fred's right foot. But we certainly have, we had 5 real good years together, and I guess Fred had in his head the same as I did. I wasn't satisfied to finish second. I always wanted to finish first, and I have to apologize to him if I was too tough on him, but I want him to know that I really appreciated him being with us, and the family as well, and nice to know that we still associate today, and I'll never forget the 5 years that we spent together.
There were some great times, and knowing you and knowing Fred, when you finished second, I imagine it was ugly at the end of the night.
I wasn't fit to ride home with, let me tell you. My wife always said, Al, I hate to ride home with you whenever you finish second.
Well, and it's good to see Al restored his car, has it here also. That's 77, I know, it just brings back floods of memories.
Yeah, it sure does, and I don't think we ought to forget Moon Byers and all of this. I mean, he was with Fred for a good many years, and certainly, and all the other help that I had Matt and Scott. And, well, I was just blessed with good people, and Matt was telling me tonight how tough I was on them, but I guess I'll apologize to all of them. But they still talk to me, so they must not be too mad.
No, they're not. They're doing well. Fred said it several times. A lot of times it's not the other drivers that beat you, it's your own crew. And you were blessed, and Fred was blessed through the years with some great crews.
Yes, I would have to agree with that. And I'm sure there are others that helped me too that I can't remember to bring out their names here tonight, and after 50 years of it, why, and 500 and some races, why, I feel blessed that I've had the health and the strength, but I was glad to be able to be married 60 years to the wife that I was, that stood behind me, whether it was out working or out racing, didn't matter. Betty always felt, if it's out there, Al can do it. And so that was a little bit of pressure on me. So, but anyhow, again, tonight, it's Fred's night, and I have appreciated everything that he's ever did for me and all the thrills that he's ever given me.
Al, we're thrilled to have you with us as part of this tribute. Thanks for being here.
You are certainly welcome.
Al Hamilton! We got There we go. I don't know who's going to do the talking. Of course, Fred had 4 Lincoln wins with you in 2006, and we're so glad you're here tonight.
It's great to be here. It's good to see Freddie finish it out the way he has, and it's unbelievable.
He is, I will tell you, I look back at all the drivers through all the years here, just remarkable accomplishments, and I know you were proud to have him in your car.
Well, yeah, it was only the 1 year, but that was fine. We had as much fun as rain out as we did racing, so it was all good year.
Barnes, we're glad you're with us here tonight.
No problem. Freddie, congratulations. Your whole family's good people, and all your crew, Moon, Bud, everybody that helped us that year. Well, we're still, Jeff, Mike Stair, all those people. Great people, and it was a great team. It was a good time.
Always had spectacular looking cars. Thanks for being with us.
You betcha. Have fun, everybody.
Jim and Sandy Klein. All right. courage. Navigating our lives through the years of racing has not been for the faint of heart. We've shared many thrills competing against each other. And now to Fred, Debbie, Brandon, Chessie, and Freddie, tonight is about you and your family. Remember and be proud of all that you have done for sprint car racing. Yours in racing, the Keith Kaufman family. Last night we had several people that wanted to congratulate Fred on his incredible career, and last night we played some audio tributes over the PA system by some of the drivers and people that couldn't be here, and they included Tom Schmay from the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame, Jimmy Carr, and Lynn Paxton, among those we played last night. We would like to play one of those messages from another great driver at this time. Next person we're going to just get a couple of words with, and Debbie's asked that I read that before introducing him. And that's Don Burgott. Where's Don at? Here somewhere. This is written by Debbie. Not very many people know that Fred and Don grew up next door to each other. They were childhood friends. When Debbie first was dating Fritz, he told her that they had to go to the hospital to see his buddy. When they walked into the room, Don was lying in the hospital bed with his arm behind his head, and he laughed when we walked in. I asked him what happened. He told me that Fritz was chasing him around the yard, and he fell and got a bazillion stitches in his knee. They both laughed. Since that time, when I see them together in the pits, I think of that day, and I enjoy seeing them together every weekend and hearing the hearty laughter between the two of them. Fritz and I have watched Don grow from a teenager to a successful businessman with two great kids and a wonderful wife. Bug was with Fritz in his modified years and helped him win 7 championships. When they both traveled out to Central PA, Bug found his niche in motors, and the rest is history. The total amount of sprint car wins that Bug has with Fred is 286. What an achievement. Like a brother and a true friend, Bug has been a major contributor in the career of Fred Rahmer. That's from Debbie. And Bug, that's what I always knew you as, Bug. Now it's Don, and now you're a businessman and all that kind of stuff. You have worked with the best of the best around the world, and this guy's the best.
Yes, he is, and I owe everything to him. And that man's standing right there. 96, I think it was. Fred never even drove one of my motors before, and I'm in business, and he convinces Al to buy a motor from me. And Al had a successful program, and we won the first night out, Sealing Show. And you know what it's like to run second for Al, so you know the story. Fred had to have some cojones to trust his little buddy that he used to pick on all the time. You think I should have sabotaged him. But, you know, he's the greatest. And we're certainly going to miss him at the racetrack. It's going to be totally different for me because he was my go-to guy. If I had a problem, you know, he could analyze, run my stuff and say, it's this or that. I got so much, everything I know is because of that man right there. You know, and I gave it to other guys, and they were successful with it too. So my whole success is due to Fred.
So Fred takes a chance. He talks Al into getting motors. He wins races, and all of a sudden you're going crazy with business.
Yeah. He's got. I don't know how I still have hair, but you know, it's every year it's a challenge to pull your boots up and go again. Because you know, when the engine breaks, there's 500 parts in it that I'm responsible, that I paid for to buy it. But if it breaks, it's my fault. And, you know, you got to have big shoulders. And I don't know, I don't have big shoulders, but I just keep on going.
Well, it's been a remarkable career for you. You know, and you've credited Fred with a lot of that success, but you've done pretty darn good in your own right, too. And I know Fred winning races helps your business.
Yeah, winning on Saturday, sells on Monday, and I thank my wife for standing behind me. Had a lot of rough times.
You're gonna have a rough time when you come to the racetrack next year and 20 cars not here.
Yeah, but his kids are going to be here, so that's going to be enlightening for him because my kid's here. It's a challenge, you know.
Oh, how are you doing? Bob, great. Thank you so much for being part of this tribute.
Okay, thanks everybody for coming out.
I know that somebody else that has helped through the years. Has been a big inspiration and a big help. He's standing over there, has no idea we're going to mention it. Steve Siegel, they wanted to help. Thanks for all his help through the years. Steve, I know you're a quiet guy. You work with Bug, and I know that the Rahmers really appreciate all your help through the years.
Well, that's good. You know, Fred come back here, I think in the middle 80s or something like that, and we kind of got to be friends right away. And I thought, you know, if he makes it, he's going to be a pretty good race car driver, you know. And he kept plugging, and I really never met anybody with the determination that he had. You know, I got to race all over the country, and there was nobody that had the determination that he had to win races, and he sure did it. And not only that, he's helped my son, and I can't be happier and for everything that he's done, and it's a privilege to call him a friend.
Steve, we're glad you're a part of this. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Steve Siegel. We have a more audio here. We'd like to play the Steve Kinzer. Talk for just a few moments here. I think he said that there's not far behind this year.
Yeah, I don't buy into that. He got a lot of racing left in him too. But I'll tell you, when I recognized it was time to get out, you know, I come out to prove a point this year, and was very fortunate to get with everybody we did. You know, get back with Donnie and everything, and just I got to tell you, I'm done. I'm just glad it's over.
We have personal observations. I watched you race while you're here. 12 straight wins here at Lincoln sticks in my mind is one of the career highlights. I know that even this year, in all the straight top 10 finishes was pretty amazing to me. One of the other amazing things to me was being the only non-outlaw that will start 24th in an outlaw race and win. And of course, we hear from Doug Wolfgang here and Steve Kinzer. They're generally recognized as the best in the world. You always held your own and did some remarkable things against the outlaws.
It's always because of the people I was with. I tell you, one guy don't do this, and I've been lucky. My wife stuck by me like Don's did. And it's a tough business, and then it wears you down. But you know, just the other week when we won that national, to come across the scale, all the outlaws come out to you and congratulate you. And it was overwhelming. That's why you race. I mean, because when you get the respect of people like that, even if it's only brief, it's unbelievable.
Well, you learned it all. I was reminded me about the time that you had to make a decision on whether to go to the back of one of those last round challenge races. You made him do the decision.
Yeah, I tell you, it was his race car. It was one of the neater nights we had, and you know, I'm definitely too old for that shit now. I tell you.
No more of that stuff. Well, we have a couple of presentations here we want to make. First, I think it's sitting over in front of the Rahmer family, so we have that presentation. We also have a plaque from the Lincoln promoters, and TJ's bringing that over. Now, I'll go ahead and read what is on it, and I'll let Fred hang on to that as well. We'll give that to Fred. In recognition of an unequaled racing career, 519 career feature wins, 35 track championships, 13 PA Speedway championships, 13 Central PA overall point series titles, all-time Central PA sprint car feature winner, all-time leading feature winner at Williams Grove, all-time leading feature winner at Lincoln Speedway, 3-time EMPA driver of the year, York County Racing Club Hall of Fame inductee, National Sprint Car Hall of Fame inductee, 2013 National Open Sprint Car champion, and most importantly, a true racer. Thank you from Lincoln Speedway and sprint car fans everywhere.
I know there's a lot of people in the early years that do the marathons. That is an unbelievable list of accomplishments.
Yeah, well, it took a long time, and like they say, a lot of determination and being hard-headed. But again, I've been with such great people my whole career. It's been unbelievable. It's been a lot of fun. I don't know that I would want to do it any other way. To win that National Open, it took 28 tries, and my boys got to be there helping with me, and all the people that were around it. It was well worth the wait.
We want to bring to the microphone now the most important person in the driving success of Fred through his career, Debbie Rahmer. In charge of this whole thing. We have a presentation, I think. Where's Chrissy Lauer? She's on her way over here as well. And Chrissy presents these to Debbie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Debbie, you organized a lot of this tonight with lap sponsors the whole way down the line. Of course, worked with Miller Brothers to organize this thing tonight. I don't know that I've ever seen a driver's wife that was so into racing and her husband. What a fabulous way you've been through the years.
Well, it was very easy because I love them, and I have 3 special gifts, and together it wasn't easy to have them. And everybody here watched us bring them kids to the track, and every win they were with us, and we have the greatest fans, we have the greatest car owners. We have the greatest people behind me, and it was very easy. And I thank everybody that's been with us and helped us. And I do love racing. I grew up around it, but it is a tough sport. And it was easy because I love this man.
Well, Fred will be back at the racetrack, not as a driver, but another generation is all the way.
Well, that's something I haven't quite gotten through my head yet. And the one thing I can tell you, you can boo my husband, but you can't boo my kids.
Once again, thanks for 35 great years, a wonderful couple, and best wishes as the years go along through what you're calling your retirement. Fred, congratulations on an outstanding career.
Well, thank you, and thanks for everybody coming out tonight and back on a rain date, and I really appreciate it. As much as I didn't want this, it's really been great, all the people walking up and, all that everybody's done. I really appreciate it.
Well, we kept it low-key for you. Good luck in the next race.
Thank you.
Final race coming up.